guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am going to be talking to you guys about my nail artistry journey and how I chose that field over dentistry. And before I get into this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't yet, please. Okay, so this is my third time filming because I feel like I keep going in circles. So I'm sorry if I do, because there's just so much to say, so much. But just a little background story on, my nail artistry side and then the dentistry. So growing up in 8th grade, I found this YouTube tutorial on how to do those glue, like the French tip glue on, and then you dip that into like the powder and whatnot. So then it's like you get beautiful nails in like 5 minutes. It was so fast. So I kind of started doing nails from that YouTube tutorial and just started doing it on friends ever since. And so I've always loved doing nails and just loved all things beauty. It's always been a part of me. And it was always a huge hobby, but I never saw it as a career. And then for the dentistry side of things, I've always had like a fascination with teeth. I just love teeth so much. Like the first thing that I see on a person is their smile, right? And with a smile, you have teeth, obviously. And it sounds so weird, like that I have this weird obsession with teeth, but yeah, teeth can be so beautiful. And so growing up, when people ask you like, what do you want to be? I always thought that I wanted to become a dentist. I've always told like, oh my gosh, everybody that knows me and like that has asked me that, I've always told them I'm going to become a dentist. Like I love teeth. I have never once said I want to become a nail artist. I want to do people's nails one day because, I feel like that career, my career being a nail artist or just the cosmetology field, it's so like looked down upon, and people see that field and they're like, oh, you're not going to make it. You're not going to make any money. And so that's why I've always like planted that in my head. Like I'm not going to make money if I decide to pursue my beauty career. So I am going to do something that everybody does. I am going to go into education, go into higher ed, and, become a dentist. Before I continue, I just want to put a little disclaimer out there. I am in no way bashing education at all. I think that education is so important, but it is not for everyone, especially for me, and that's not something that you can force on somebody. So yeah, let me continue now. So yeah, I've always been kind of like stuck with beauty, like education, like becoming a dentist. I guess, the dentistry was like a 60 and then the nails became a 40 because I thought about like the big picture here. I'm like, okay, what am I gonna make the most money doing? Not even considering like what my true passion was. I wanted to make my parents happy, and I wanted to have that name for myself that, I became a dentist, which did not happen. So yeah, just like from a young age, that's what I told everybody. So I went to school, went to high school, and I literally wrote papers and scholarships about how I am going to be this like awesome dentist. And in high school, I actually did volunteer at a dental clinic, and I shadowed dentists, and I cleaned and sterilized all their tools and stuff. And so seeing that side, I was just like, okay, like I think that this is something that I can totally see myself doing. But there was like this one patient that came in with like super rotten teeth. And like, I don't know why in my head, I thought like everybody had like straight white teeth, that I like one cavity, okay, here's a little filling. No, like this girl, like this woman legitimately had like decaying teeth, and that kind of scared me a little. I was like, whoa, do I have the stomach for this? Because obviously like that was just like a slap in the face right there. Like this is reality here. Not everybody is gonna have like beautiful pearly white teeth. So then I kind of like at that moment I definitely did take a step back. I'm like, okay, hold on, is this something that I could truly see myself doing? Because I have a really weak stomach and I get grossed out easily. And so okay, that was like one like thing in my head where I was just like, okay, do I really want to do this? But I still shadowed, still said I was going to become a dentist and do all these big amazing things. So it wasn't until I went to college and I took all of these like advanced courses, because my older sister, she is, my goodness, like the smartest person I know. Straight A student, super successful in school, and she's just so smart. And so I've always tried to follow in her footsteps, and oh my gosh, I've fallen short so many times. But like I didn't want to break that news to my parents that I don't want to go to college, because I was scared. all throughout high school, like, okay, I keep going in circles, but I have to tell this story. It's really funny. So all throughout high school, I took the same classes as my sister so that I can take her homework and just copy off of it. So that's what I did. All throughout high school, I copied off my friends, and I'm telling you, I'm so lazy when it comes to school. And so in college, I decided to do the same thing. Obviously, like, I didn't have that in my mind to like copy off of her homework and stuff, but I was just like, okay, if I take the same classes as her, she can guide me through it. She can help me out with it. But oh my goodness, boy, was I wrong to do that. So my big mistake going into college was taking on all these like challenging courses, taking on so many units because I wanted to get it done in like the fastest amount of time possible. So yeah, that was my biggest mistake. And you know, going into all the courses and talking to a counselor and seeing like what classes I needed to become a dentist, I was just like, okay, like I don't think that I'm passionate enough about teeth to pursue this. And I think it was just always something that I wanted to say to tell people that like, yeah, I have my stuff together, I am gonna become a dentist. And so my first year of college, I ended up dropping out and realized that, yeah, it just wasn't for me at all. One day I remember just being in biology class, and I was taking notes, and then I was trying to, you know, as much as I like try to pay attention, my attention span is just, it's so short when it comes to school. Like, I'll try so hard to concentrate and be like, yes, molecules, atoms, blah, blah. I was just like, I can't do this any longer. Like, I can't keep forcing myself to do something that isn't gonna make me happy, you know? And at the end of the day, it's not about pleasing your parents, pleasing people. It's about making yourself happy and pleasing yourself, you know? And so in that class, I realized that I was gonna drop out of college, and I was just trying to figure out a way to tell my mom first and then my dad last, because my dad's a little more strict when it comes to education. My mom is definitely more understanding, and my dad's like the one who's like harder to get through to. And so in class, I was like figuring out a way I was gonna tell them. And then I was also like writing down what I wanted to do. And I was listing out my passion, like, and it was everything beauty related. I've always loved to wax brows. I've always loved to do nails, and I wanted to learn how to do hair too. And so that day after class ended, I closed my notebook. I didn't go to any of my other classes. I went home, I talked to my mom, and then she was just like, no, you need to go to school. Like, go to school. Your dad's not gonna be happy about this. Just go to school. Stop being lazy. Da da da. And I was just like, I can't help it. Like, I am not trying to be lazy, but when you don't have the passion for something, you can't keep forcing yourself. Like, you can only force yourself for so long. And goodness, like, I mean, I'm grateful that I even finished high school, okay? But college was, oh my goodness, a whole nother schooling, a whole nother level of schooling. I was not trying to put myself through that. And I truly did have the passion for beauty, but I was too scared to pursue it, you know? Especially when at the time you don't have the support of anybody. Finally, I talked my mom into letting me drop out of college and pursue cosmetology school. And so I was too scared to talk to my dad, so my mom actually talked to my dad about it, and then he talked to me, and he was just like, you need to go to school. And I remember just bawling my eyes out. I was like, I don't want to. Like, I hate school so much. Like, stop forcing me to do something I don't want to do. And you know, I've always been very strong-willed, and I still am till this day. And I was very set on going to beauty school. Like, I mean, as much as I didn't want to disappoint them, there was nothing they could say to make me change my mind. Like, I mean, I was sad, like, that I was disappointing them and all that stuff, but like, I didn't really care. I was still gonna go to beauty school. But of course, you know, you still want your parents' approval and stuff. So finally, they came around. And, you know, once my parents saw how passionate I was truly about the beauty industry and wanting to become a cosmetologist and do nails and all this other stuff, then they came around and they supported me 100%, which I was super grateful for. So for me, it was really easy to choose like nail artistry over dentistry, because I figured out in the end I didn't have the passion for dentistry. I really just like teeth a lot, and I still do, but that doesn't mean you need to become a dentist when you like teeth a lot. And I just want to tell you guys out there that, you know, if you are not passionate doing what you're doing, then don't do it, because you're gonna like make yourself go nuts. You're gonna drive yourself crazy. And like I said earlier, you truly, truly cannot force yourself to do something that you don't love. And I'm not saying, you know, if you don't like school, don't just drop out and do absolutely nothing. Or I guess if you don't want to do anything, then, you know, that's fine, that's on you. But for me, it wasn't like I'm gonna drop out of college and like just do nothing. No, I was like, I am gonna figure out something else. Like, I'm gonna figure out a way to make money. Yeah, that's pretty much my journey in short. I just realized that I didn't have the passion to go to school, go to college, put myself through that, and I followed my heart, and that led me to what I do now, which is doing nails. But yeah, I hope that this helps to encourage you if you're struggling with not knowing what to do. I would just say follow your heart because you know best, and nobody else can tell you what you should do but yourself.
Okay.
Well, that is all. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for listening and watching this far if you have. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.